Hello, Davison basketball fans. We have a good one for you tonight. Fenton's going to be playing Davison at home. I'm Grant Palmentier alongside Austin Sumwitz. This is looking like a good one, Austin.
I'm very excited for this game right now. Seems like it's going to be a very good matchup between the Tigers and the Cardinals.
Absolutely. So we'll read off the rosters here. Fenton, so far, we have number 1, Katie Conroy. Number 2, Carly Granger. Number 3, Chloe Four. Number 4, Emma Brandt. Number 5, Emma Evo. Number 13, Allie Linz. Number 20, Madison Shigos. Number 22, Madeline Carr. Number 23, Megan Trapp. Number 24, Katie Cranduff. Number 33, Alexis Brissett. Number 34, Kate Lewandowski. And number 44, Sarah Cummings.
And now for the Davison varsity girls players, we have number 4, Zippera Porritt. Number 10, Adrian Gill. Number 12, Casey Wengler. Number 13, Katie Hall. Number 14, Rachel Spence. Number 20, Alexandria Gill. Number 21, Haley Alderson. Number 24, Haley Gabriel. Number 31, Anna Salgett. And number 33, Madeline Carr.
And we're ready to get things underway here. Tip-off's about to go down. And we just wait for the go-ahead from the refs.
Fenton's coach is currently giving her team some word of advice, hopefully getting them pumped up for this game.
Yep, and the Davison ladies are just huddled on the other side, talking over game plans and whatnot. Looks like Madeline Carr will be tipping off for the Cards. And number 2 for Fenton, Carly Granger, will be tipping off for the Tigers. And the tip is off. Madeline Carr wins it for the Cards. Casey Winger takes it down the court, looking for someone open. She drives to the hoop, doesn't really find much, comes back out to the wing. Still looking for people. She finds Madeline Carr at the top of the key, and she puts it in. Not quite off the bank. She looks for another. She looks for Adrian Gill. Adrian Gill shoots, and it just bounces out. So Fenton will retake it. That rebound was by Sarah Cummings, number 44. Passes to 22, Madeline Carr. Passes to number 2, Carly Granger. Back to Carr again. She gives it to Cummings in the corner. Lots of passing going down here. Carly Granger takes a 3, doesn't go in.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, for sure. So Wengler will take it back down for the Cards. Not much going so far for each team. Wengler hands it off to Katie Hall, but hands it right back. Wengler drives, passes it to Hall, who fakes out a few times. Doesn't get much. We'll pass it back to Wengler. And it looks like there was a blocking foul on number 2. Carly Granger there. May have been reaching in. So Haley Gabriel will take the inbound pass. Back to Wengler. Still looking for someone. Good defense here by Fenton. Not leaving really anyone open. It's to Gill.
She's right on him.
Really good pressure defense by the Tigers here. Hall tries to pass it to Wengler, but it's stealed by Carly Granger. She dribbles it down, but good heads-up defense there by the Cards. She passes to Cummings back in the key and doesn't make it as Gill gets the rebound. Hands it off to Wengler, who will dribble back down. It looks like they'll pause here and take it back and regroup.
She's got to find someone.
Yep. Passes it to Carr. Back to Hall. Still no points scored for either team. 6:04 left in the first quarter.
We're at a standoff right now.
Looks like a timeout was called by Davison there. So not much going on here first 2 minutes.
They're right neck and neck right now. They're not letting anything go through.
Yeah, there's good defense definitely going down between both teams. Lots of pressure.
They're going to need it. Davison's going to need to make sure that they keep control of the ball, and if they want to make sure they can get ahead right now.
Yeah, they really need to find that open man. It seems like that hasn't really happened yet for either team, honestly. But
they're both showing great jobs on the defensive end.
Yep, absolutely. So same rosters coming out for each side. No substitutions. And it will be the Cards ball. Gabriel will take the inbound once again. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. She finds Wangler at the top. And they're regrouping here, running plays. Wangler dribbles to the left. Finds Gabriel at the top. She finds Hall. Back to Gabriel. She puts it up, but looks like she's fouled, so she will get 2 free throws here. This might be the first points for the Cards.
You know what? Anything to get them on the board. That's all they need.
Yep. Definitely shifts that momentum in their favor, even if it's just a couple free throws. Oh, and just bounces out, so she misses the first.
Looked like it was going to be a tough game from the start, and it looks like it's going to be that.
Yeah, the Cards have been struggling lately. Their record right now is 2-8, I believe. They are 5th in their conference. It looks like Cummings will get the rebound, but there is a jump ball. Possession looks to be in the Tigers' favor. Carr will take the inbound pass for Fenton. Passes it to Granger, who passes it back to Carr. Goes to Shigos, who passes
great pass.
Yeah, great pass. Passes to Granger, who goes to Evo, and looks like a blocking foul. So they will take the inbound. The Tigers will play the inbound pass. Looks like Granger will be taking that for the Tigers. Passes to Cummings, who shoots the 3. Just bounces out. Still no points on the board. 5:30 left in the first. Wangler dribbles it down. Passes it to Hall. Hands it off to Gabriel at the top. She dribbles in, and looks like it is blocked. Carr gets it. Passes it to Wangler on the wing, who gets it to Wangler back in the key, who goes for the layup and doesn't quite make it as Cummings gets the rebound off of that. Dribbles down the court, gives it to Granger. And now the Tigers have possession again. Passes it to Evo, the right wing. Gives back to Cummings, who gives it to Granger, who finds Evo on the wing and makes the 3. So first points on the board for the Tigers here.
That was a wonderful pass to the outside.
Yeah, that was a good find by the Tigers there. Good ball movement.
You got to find that open man.
Yeah, so Gabriel will take it, give it to Hall, who finds Gill, but
good hustle.
Yeah, good defense by Cummings there on Gill at the bottom of the key. And I think it'll be out on Fenton, so back in Davison's possession here.
We got a substitution for Fenton.
Yeah, it looks like, ooh.
That was number 22, I believe, Madeline Carr.
Gabriel passes at the top of the wing to
good inside pass.
Yep, passes to Gill, who got that nice bank. So it's now tied 2-2, 4:24 left in the first quarter. Granger does find...
Picked off, it's picked off.
Cameronduff, but it is picked off by Wangler, it looks like, who runs it down the middle. Finds Hall on the right side, right wing. Looking for someone to pass. No one's getting open. Swishes through the net here as the pass goes. Wangler takes the 3, doesn't quite sink it. So back in Fenton possession here. Carr to Granger, back to Carr. Who makes a great pass to Shigos. Not quite in. Bounces off the front of the rim. And looks like a reaching foul on Davison. Looks like Zipporah Porritt will come in, or at least is on the line here, coming in. And number 3, Chloe Four for the Tigers will come on. Looks like there's a little miscommunication here between the refs and the clock handlers here.
Not really sure who's taking the free throw and who's staying on the court.
Well, I believe it was a reaching in foul, so I think they're just going to take an inbounds here. An inbound pass, but we'll see what they call. Subs will come on.
And they will take the inbound pass.
So this is good news for Tigers here as they run their play. Finds Granger, who puts it in for 2. So quickly, Fenton has gained the lead 4-2 with 3:37 left in the first. Wangler's dribbling down the middle. Kind of getting struggled. Just picked up her dribble, so she's kind of stuck in the right wing here. Can't find anyone. She tries to find Gabriel, but it's knocked out of bounds by Katie Carenduff, and it will be back in Card's possession still. Finds Porritt right off the inbound pass, who kind of drives in. Not much happening. Passes it back to Wangler. A few players set a pick, and Wangler tries to dribble in. Puts up the layup and makes 2. So the score will be 4-4 with 3:12 left in the first quarter. Carr passes to Granger, who passes. Oh, it was intercepted actually by Carr there on Davison. There's 2 Carrs on each team, so it's kind of difficult to say. Wangler's dribbling down the middle, passes the Hall. Hall loses her dribble, but Carr picks it back up and doesn't nail the pass as it's stolen by Granger. Back in Fenton possession here. Looks like 4 has it. Passes it to Granger. Carr passes to 4 once again. 4 gives. Oh, wow, what a great steal there by Zipporah Porritt, who kind of just intercepted that.
She slid in right there for the interception.
Yeah,
great hustle on her part.
And great pass as well. She gets it to Wangler, who dribbles it down, who is now looking for plays here. Neither team really doing much.
This is
Looks like Hall has
a defensive game right here.
Absolutely. Looks like Wangler has an open drive to the basket, tries to go for it. Oh, it just bounces out of the rim there. So no last for Wangler as 4 will take it back down for the Tigers. Passes it to Granger, who gives it to Carr. Porritt with nice pressure defense there. Almost made her lose her dribble. Looks like Carenduff will take the shot, and it will miss. And there was an attempted pass there by Carr, but went out of bounds. And it looks like Raquel Spence will come in for Katie Hall on the Davison side. Adrian Gill will come in as well. I didn't quite get to see who Fenton subbed. It looks like Cummings is back in for Fenton. Gabriel takes the inbound pass, passes it to Raquel Spence. Passes it to Gill. Gill dribbles down, beating her man. And doesn't quite make the layup there as it goes back down the other side. 4 with the ball. It looks like she stepped out of bounds there, not quite keeping track of where she was.
Good job on.
Oh, it might have been. Oh, it was a blocking foul. My bad. It looked out of bounds from here, but there was a few.
Haley Gabriel kind of pushed her out of there
yeah,
there.
A little bit of horseplay there. So 4 will pass it to Carr. Carr looking for someone. No one's really running around here. Does find the left wing. Finds her man, Granger, at the post. Passes it back to Carr, who misses it. And
it's Davison's ball.
Yep. So it's out of bounds on the Tigers. Cards will regain. 4-4, 1:18 left in the first quarter. Carr's the ball. Pass it to Gabriel. A lot of
nearly tipped away.
Very good defense here by Fenton as they kind of almost steal that. Ball is in Raquel Spence's hands, and it is stolen by Cummings. So Fenton will have it back. Carenduff passes to Granger, who then passes to Carr. Carr looks for the shot but doesn't find it. Gives it to Carenduff, and she loses it. And it looks like that will be a jump ball as they were struggling over it. So it will be Davison's possession here.
Casey Wangler coming back on the court. And Emma Brandt coming on for the Tigers.
Gabriel will take the inbound pass for Davison. Looking for someone to pass to. Finds Carr, who lobs it up to Wangler, who then gives it back to Carr and back to Wangler once again. And looks like they will set up shop here and look for plays.
Good screen right there.
Oh, but it is tipped by, the pass is tipped by, I think, Granger there. who then passes it to a teammate. Granger will take it down for the Fenton Tigers, who then passes it to Brandt.
Loose ball.
Ooh, yep, loose ball. So Wengler will take it back there after a pretty poor dribble there by Fenton. So Wengler will take her time here as the first quarter rolls down. 15 seconds left in the first. Looks for a pick and roll there. Looking for Raquel on the left wing. And it bounces out, almost in for Raquel Spence. Looks like an offensive foul there on number 14, Raquel Spence. So the Tigers will regain possession. Looks like Shigos will come in for Granger on the Tiger side. 4 seconds left in this first quarter, so I'll be looking for a quick shot.
Very low scoring first quarter.
Absolutely, yeah. Probably not what the teams wanted, as 22, Carr takes it down their side, puts it up as the buzzer sounds, and it is no good. So that will be the first quarter, 4-4. Not too much happening on either side. Defensive struggle between each team, huh?
It seems like each team is trying to find a way to get through each other's defense, but can't seem to find a way through.
So Caitlin Abdullah will be here for a sideline report, and here she is.
Coach Hitchcock is starting off the season with a great way of looking at it, even though the record isn't flawless. The girls have a record of 2-8, but they haven't given up. As you may not know, it's his first year of head coach. He came to the gym ready to play. He says coaching is tough and it's a learning experience, but he gets to know the girls better every day. Along the way, there's been plenty of injuries, but the girls keep getting better and the relationship grows stronger. Coach told me earlier that he is hoping for the rest of the game that the girls take care of the ball, pressure Fenton into what he wants, and that they can dictate what happens on the court.
Thank you, Caitlin. And we are about to begin the second quarter here. And you know, it's kind of noticeable for Davison's side. They're missing their star player, Alexandria Gill, who hurt her leg earlier this season and is now out for a while, I think.
It's a very bad loss for the team. But
absolutely, yeah.
Hopefully they can push themselves to find other players to move the ball. And
well, it looks like her younger sister, actually, Adrian Gill, has kind of found that light that Alex once had, and she's been scoring and really kind of coming into her own on the Cards team. So
very good family help from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So Finn will gain possession here, and that was a missed shot by Evo, and the Cards will have possession once again. Looks like Gabriel will take it down for the Cards. Passes it to Gill. Gill looking for the layup, doesn't quite get it. And Evo will take it back down for the Tigers, who makes a huge pass to 4. Back out to the wing to Shigos. She doesn't make it. And it looks like there's a foul on the defense, number 4, Emma Brandt. So the Cards will get the ball, and they look to put more points on the board, to say the least.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like a trouble for both teams.
Yeah. Carr takes the ball, passes it to Gill, who drives in, finds Hall at the very bottom, but is fouled hard. Didn't quite see the number on the player who fouled her, but it seemed like a football play right there. Kind of just trucked her over.
Seemed like they were playing some sort of foreign sport that I've never heard of. She just got taken out.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gabriel will take the inbound pass for the Davison Cardinals. Looking for someone. Looks like it's intercepted there by number 20, Madeline Shigos, who passes it to number 2, Granger. Finds number 5, Evo, once again. Doesn't quite find anyone. Does find Shigos, who passes it back to Brandt, who takes a shot. Bounces off the rim, no good. And Carr will regain position here for the Cards. So Wengler will be dribbling down. Looking for someone, kind of just drives in on her own, puts one up.
Ooh.
Doesn't quite make it. Looks like Carr tries to put another one back up, but is blocked. And Fenton does have the number advantage right now on the other side, but a bad pass kind of ruins that play there. But it looks like there's a foul from Davison there.
That was on Adrian Gill.
Yep, that'll keep the possession for Fenton, and they will get 2 shots out of it. So this could finally break the tie.
Possibly.
6:38 left in the second quarter. She makes the first, so that would be 5-4 Fenton's lead.
You were right. The tie has been broken.
She looks to add one more here. Oh, doesn't quite make it. So Shigas is 1 for 2 there as Davison gets it back. Wengler dribbling down, driving, passes it to the Gill on the wing, who's looking for someone, overshoots it all over Carr's head, and 20 will gain it back for the Tigers. Shigos, who does find number 4, Brandt, on the wing, who's intercepted there by Madeline Carr. Nice steal there, nice heads-up play as well. Notice that pass was going to be a little bit off and took it right away.
Part. Very good on her part.
Yeah, absolutely. So Wengler will take it and pass it to Hall, who then looks back to Gabriel. It was a nice pick and roll there, or a nice screen, my bad.
No, that was a pick and roll.
Oh, was it?
It was a pick and roll.
Okay, so Tigers possession here. Shigos has the ball currently. Looking for an open man. Does find Brandt on the wing, who kind of looks like she traveled, but it was a jump ball, and Cards will get that.
I could see she was trying to get something going through the post and had multiple defenders on her. Couldn't find a way to get it out of there.
Yeah, each team is kind of shutting down the post there. Lots of substitutions coming in for the Tigers here. It's a new face here. Katie Conroy, number 1, will be in for someone. And the Cards will substitute in it's not on my roster sheet, but Alexis Angus will be subbed in, number 23. So Wengler has it at the top of the wing. Looks to Gill on the right side.
Double coverage.
Who finds Hall. Nice double team by Fenton there. Hall has the ball, passes to Gill. Passes it to Wengler, who breaks through 2 people. Tries to find someone, doesn't. Finds Hall open on the right side, who finds Gill once again. Gill takes a shot, and it hits off the rim in there. Good effort there by Angus, but couldn't quite keep the ball in as Fenton takes it back.
Didn't seem like they could find a way to get through that double coverage.
Yeah, the double team there was really good by Fenton there.
You got to make sure you get one of your players down there to help your other teammate out.
Yeah, really got to assist them. So Cairnduff has the ball. Makes a bad pass there and gives Cards right back. Stolen by Gill. So Wengler will dribble back down for the Cards, who's kind of going back and forth here. Hall passes to Hall, who takes a shot, barely misses it, bounces back out at the very end of her shot. So Conroy will take it back for the Tigers, who then gives it off to Carr, who then gets it to Granger, who puts it out but misses. So Hall will take it back, but timeout has been called by Davison's side. So it's still a defensive stalemate, huh?
It seems like the Tigers have been using very good defensive strategies to keep Davison from scoring, and
yeah,
it's really put them at a halt. But Fenton's going to need to get past Davison's defense and start making some good plays, getting some good passes. Otherwise, we're going to be at a stalemate this entire game.
Yeah, so the score is still 5-4 with 40-36 left in the second quarter, as both teams huddle up and discuss what needs to be done to get some more points on the board, huh?
We need something going on right now because each team is trying to get something done offensively, and they can't get anything going through.
No, it's just back and forth, no score.
Yeah, it's good on them defensively, but if you can't get it done offensively from the defense, you're going to be stuck this entire game.
Yeah, it's very true. So the teams will break out of their huddles. And we will start with Davison getting the ball first. Timeout was taken by them, so they continue the possession. Wengler will dribble down for the Cards. Calling the plays here. Looks like she'll just drive in, passes to Hall on the wing, who gives it to Angus, who tries to go up for 2 and is fouled on the way up. So that will be 2 shots for Angus. Foul was on Cairnduff, number 24, who interrupted her shot. So the first one just hits off the rim for Angus there.
Sarah Cummings coming in for the Tigers. She's coming in for Cairnduff, number 24.
Misses the second as well, so the Tigers will regain the lead, or gain the lead still. But the Cards do get the rebound back.
Great job right
give
there.
It to Gill and on the wing and sinks the 2 there. So those will be 2 points for Davison. And Davison now has the lead 6-5. Conroy has the ball for Fenton. He passes to Granger, who grabs it to Linz. Linz looking for someone. Finds Carr, who then hands it off to number 2. Granger tries to go up, but is blocked on the way up, and Carr will regain possession for the Cards. So Wangler will be dribbling down once again. And we'll look for a score here. Dribbling left and right, not quite getting much out of it. Passes it to Gill, who finds Carr. Carr tries to go up for 2, but isn't quite all the way up there and misses the shot.
There's a bit of a foul right there
Yep.
from Madeline Carr.
Looks like a reaching in call.
Yeah.
So now the Tigers have a moment here to collect themselves and getting their positions down on the court.
We have Haley Gabriel coming on for the Cards.
Looks like Carr will be dribbling down for the Tigers here. 3:25 left in the second quarter. Passes it to Conroy, gives it to Granger, passes it back to Carr, gives it to Lenz. Lenz looking for someone, passes it back to Carr, passes it all the way over to Granger, who finds Conroy. Conroy for the 3, misses. And it looks like jump ball. No. It seemed to be that way, but it looked like a Davison foul as 2 people fought between the ball there. So Fenton will get the ball. And they'll be looking for a point here off of this inbound pass. But then again, they're going to be looking for a point anywhere.
They're going to be looking for something to keep their lead right now, to get the lead back for the Tigers.
Looks like a few subs getting ready to come in for the Tigers and the Cards respectively here. Angus will come in for the Cards, and Cairnduff will come in for the Tigers. So we'll see if these substitutions can make anything. It looks like free throws will come here for Lenz. So it looks like it was a defensive foul enough to get the bonus, and for 2 shots for the Tigers.
Going to need to make these ones if they're going to want to make sure they tie this thing up.
Yeah. So definitely key going into the half, and
it's going to give them some momentum going into that next half.
hopefully. Gets 1 shot, misses. Jump ball is called. Fenton will stay with possession. Lucky for them there.
Yeah, exactly.
Get another shot to get some points up on the board.
If you're getting this many opportunities, you got to convert on one of them.
Yeah, you got to
eventually.
execute on these. Ooh, okay, so looks like Granger has the ball. Tries to find number 13, Lenz, but it's stolen. And it is now given to Wangler, who dribbles down for the Cards. 2:54 left in the second quarter. 6-5 is your score. Cards in the lead. Gill has the ball. Finds Gabriel on the right wing.
Got that double coverage
teamed.
again.
Yep. Having lots of trouble getting through here. Picks up her dribble. Looks like a foul on the Tigers. As they reached in a bit too far on that double team and hit Gabriel on the arm.
Yeah, you got to make sure you play by the rules when you're trying with that double coverage, because
yeah, that's the only thing about double team is sometimes you can't control yourself when you're trying to keep track of the ball and then the other person beside you as well. So
you want to get the ball, but you don't want to cause a foul for your team.
yeah, absolutely. So she will be taking her shots here. These are key for Davison. Oh, so close, but no avail as it pops out, and Tigers will have it. Looks like it was traveling, yes, by one Conroy on the Tigers. 2:34 left in the second quarter. Gabriel passes it into Wangler. Wangler looking, finds Gill, who passes it back to Wangler, who gives it to Katie Hall on the left wing, who finds Gabriel right in the middle, passes it to Angus, who puts it up for 2 and makes it. So that'll be 2 points that we haven't seen in quite a while.
They've been getting some good ball movement in right now. They
yeah,
just
done by
Alexis
Alexis Angus there. Great ball movement by the Cards. The Tigers will have the ball right now. Carr passes to number 4, Brandt. Passes it back to Carr. Carr has the ball. Looking for someone, anything. Dribbles to the left wing. Tries to find number 2, but it's stolen by Wangler, who dribbles all the way down. Who will play it smart and dribble it back and see what her team can do. But maybe she drives back in here.
She got it.
Yeah, she does get it. So that's another 2 points for the Cards. And they would like to continue this drive as there's 1:39 left in the second quarter. And this drive, if they continue it, I mean, it would be key going into the half.
This is exactly what they need at this moment in time.
So number 22 with the ball, Carr for the Tigers. Passes it to Conroy. Hands it off to 24, Karen Duff. Back to Conroy. Back to Karen Duff again. He dribbles in. Does find 4 on the wing. But is fouled on her way shooting, I believe. Oh, it looks like it was a Tiger foul. So Davison will get the ball. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Wangler will take the ball. Dribbling. Looking for a pass here. Lots of movement. Angus grabs it from the top of the key, puts it up, doesn't make it. Tries to get the rebound, and it bounces off of a Fenton player, so it will go out of bounds. And the timeout is called by Fenton. They want to recoup here and make sure that lead doesn't expand.
Yeah, right now Davison has finally found their footing right now, getting some good plays moving the ball well, getting some open shots. Not good for Fenton's defense right now. They need to make sure they keep pressuring them on the defensive end and then convert those offensive chances they've been failing to convert.
Yeah, that rock-solid defense is kind of starting to evaporate here in the second quarter.
It seems like Davison's
10-5 lead.
It seems like Davison's more likely evolving and like getting to understand this defense.
Yeah, that's true. They're starting to. Their coach is recognizing the signs, pointing them out to the players, and it's working as they have a 5-point lead, and look to increase that here with another possession. Gabriel will have the inbound pass. He's looking for someone. Finds Wangler on the wing, who puts it up, and it just bounces out. Angus gets the rebound, offensive rebound, and puts it back up for 2, so that's 4 for Angus.
I almost thought that was an over-the-back foul.
It almost did look like it, but no call there. 20 has the ball for the Tigers. Shigos passes it to Carr. Passes it all the way over to Granger. Back to Shigos. Puts it up for 2 and makes it. Makes it look easy, honestly, as it sinks. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Wangler will dribble down for the Cards, who keeps driving. Finds Angus once again, who's hot right now. Finds Wangler at the top of the key, and they're looking for a pass. Finds Gill on the right wing, who drives in. Looks for the points, just overshoots it a tad.
Almost kept it in bounds.
Yeah, goes just out of bounds on the Cards' end, so Tigers will get the ball back, and they look to get more points here.
Got 12 seconds left.
They have 10 seconds left to put something up. Don't want to waste as much time as possible here. Looks like she's stuck in the corner there, and no shots taken as the second quarter ends 12-7. No time left, and we will see you guys back in the studio for our halftime show.
All right.
I remember it so clearly.
Take the ball, take the ball.
I hated losing
Box
more
him
than
out.
anything.
Don't let him get by, box him out.
Every loss put me one step closer to going over the edge. And sometimes it almost did. But something else mattered more than winning.
Good game, man.
Thanks.
Sportsmanship.
Mrs. Allard is such a nerd. She's #the worst.
Miss Long wouldn't let me retake a test. Why does she hate me so much? #failing.
Mr. Schuster criticized me so hard today. #quitting band.
Mr. Pigger, I feel sorry with your last name, Pig-er. Especially your daughter having that last name.
Fever, chills, upset stomach, body aches. 1 in 5 Americans will get influenza this year. It spreads easy, fast, and relentlessly. Only you can stop this cycle. If you have this sickness, please stay at home. Don't think that you won't spread it, because you will. The flu can be passed through coughing, sneezing, and contaminated surfaces. So washing your hands or using a hand sanitizer regularly can help reduce your risk. Stopping the flu is up to you.
Hey, what's up, Davison basketball fans? Welcome to the DTV Halftime Show. I'm Trace Clinton here alongside Grant Plumman's here. Let's get going.
After the first half, it's Davison 12 and Fenton 7. Let's take a look at some halftime stats from downtown Davison. Davison is shooting 0% from three-point, and the free throw is also 0%, so not looking very good for the Cards at all.
Not good.
No, not good at all. And the turnover battle is kind of even right now. They're breaking even. Each team both has 13 turnovers, which is still bad news for both teams. So that's our numbers breakdown, and let's look at some highlights. All right, it looks like we have no highlights, but we'll continue here with our show, and we will talk about the girls' standings in their conference. The current standing in the girls' varsity basketball Saginaw Valley South Conference show that the Davison ladies aren't faring so well, having a 1-3 record in the conference and a 2-8 record overall. Flint Powers Catholic leads the conference with a 7-4 overall record and an undefeated 5-0 conference record. That's pretty powerful there from Powers.
Absolutely.
And up next for the girls after tonight is this Friday at Flint Northwestern. The ladies played Northwestern back in December and put up 60 points to Flint's 39, earning one of their only 2 victories of the season so far. Next Tuesday will be Flint Southwestern. The Wednesday after that, they'll take on Lapeer. And later on February 6th, the girls will face off against Powers Catholic here at home in our game day special.
As for the guys, their season couldn't be going much better. Their record is spotless except for one big mark, Northwestern. Back in December, Northwestern barely scripted a victory from the Cards, winning with a score of 61-73 on the board. Other than that, the guys are looking great with an 8-1 overall record and a 3-1 conference record, putting them at second place in the Saginaw Valley South Conference. The guys are away at Fenton right now taking on the Tigers, but their sights are set on Friday for sure. A chance for redemption from Flint Northwestern is coming up fast, and the winner of that matchup may very well be the next conference champion. Next is Flint Southwestern on Tuesday, Lapeer the following Wednesday, and Powers Catholic on February 6th here at home. Now, you may have noticed that both the guys and girls take on Flint Powers Catholic here at home on the same night. On February 6th, starting just before the girls' game at 6, DTV will air its ESPN-style doubleheader special featuring a pregame show, play-by-play highlights, player interviews, and a postgame show. It's a great chance to catch the most Davison basketball action in one place, so be sure to tune into DTV on Channel 191 and check it out. Again, that's February 6th at 6 on Channel 191. All right, well, that wraps up our halftime show. Hopefully here in the second half, the girls can pull together and squeeze out another win. Stick around after the second half for our post-game show. We'll have more updates and highlights. But for now, we'll send it over to the gym for the second half.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the Fenton and Davison game. Davison is currently up 12-7, and we just got off of our halftime show there, showcasing a few stats and whatnot. So we are back, and Wengler takes it right off of the cards here after they switch sides. Drives it, passes it to Gill on the right side. Gill looking for someone, finds Gabriel, and it looks like traveling on Gabriel there.
Not to mention in that halftime show, we also mentioned our special that we're going to be
showing. Our upcoming special on February 6th. It'll be very cool, game day.
It's going to be a good doubleheader.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like Carr passed it down to number 5 on the end there for Fenton Evo, but the ball was lost. Carr regains control. It was double teamed by 2 Davison guys. And I think it will be a traveling call. Nope.
It's going to be a foul on Alexandria Gill.
Yep. Or Andrea Gill.
Oh.
I know, they look so similar, you really can't tell.
No, not really.
Looks like Granger will pass it in, finds Cummings, takes the shot, bounces back out. Gill regains the rebound, who then dribbles down as well. Looks for Wangler, picks up her dribble, doesn't quite do it, and she will travel as she gets kind of pulled along there by a Fenton defender.
Great work on the defensive end for Fenton to make sure that she couldn't get rid of the ball.
Yeah, that was good awareness from the player guarding Wangler there. Knew that pass was trying to come and stopped it pretty well. So Carr will have possession for the Tigers, who passes it to Granger on the right side. Loses the pass. Carr loses the pass, but Cummings regains it. Looks for the shot, takes it, and it bounces back off of the back of the rim. And Carr will get the rebound for the Davison Cardinals, who gives it to Wangler, who then drives in and kind of fakes us out here as she backs out back to the wing, trying to look for some action here from her team. She does find Carr on the post, who puts up a few moves, just put it up, bounces off the side of the backboard. Doesn't find much, so she gives it back to Wangler. Looks like Carr will set a pick, doesn't quite get it. Passes to Gabriel, who puts up a 3. And again, close but not in, and that's still 0% for the Cards from downtown.
If they can get some three-pointers in this game, this is going to extend their lead and make sure that that they keep Fenton from getting back into this.
Yeah, three-pointers will definitely help their case. Looks like number 20, Shigos, will take the inbound and gets it back from Granger.
She nearly hit her teammate.
Granger with the ball, guarded closely by Wrangler. Gives it to Cummings, who passes it to Evo, nearly picked off. And it's kind of a toss-up right now. Evo did a nice job of keeping the ball in. But in the end, I think there was a foul there on Fenton, or it might have just stepped out of bounds. Either way, Davison ball. So Gabriel will take it in, looking for someone. Good defense here from Fenton. And it bounces off of Gill's hand. And it will now be Fenton's ball once again. It goes so quickly.
They're working on that full court pressure right now, making sure that they can't get the ball into their teammates so easily.
And it's working wonders for them, as they have still kept their the lead down to 5, and it's still 12-7 here. 6:01 left in the third quarter. Looks like Granger will take the ball for Fenton. Dribbling, looking for someone. Does find Evo. Evo's looking for someone as well. Finds Cummings. Cummings stops, picks up her dribble, makes a bad pass. Evo does recover it, puts up a shot, misses. And Davison will recover the ball after a blocking foul, or an offensive foul from number 5, Emma Evo. Looks like Gabriel will pass it in to Carr. Carr has the ball. Passes it to Gabriel, who's looking, telling Wrangler to get open. Gabriel picks up her dribble, looking for someone to come help her. She might get trapped here by the double team. Wrangler does get open from that double team. Looks for someone. Raquel Spence picks up the ball. And Fenton will regain the possession. They have 3v1 down on the post, but they don't quite take advantage of it as she misses the shot. Cummings puts it back up and misses as well. Evo has a shot now. It looks like a Cards foul will give Fenton the inbound pass.
Davison's got to get some defensive rebounds right now. You can't let them just be in the paint and get those boards back.
Yeah, those offensive rebounds can be really killer if they execute on them, but they aren't quite doing that yet. Not yet.
Timeout on Davison.
There's 5:03 left in the third quarter here. And it'll be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, right now Davison seems to be having trouble with their ball movement recently and getting some rebounds down on the defensive side.
Well, it seems like both teams have had trouble with ball movement. As there's been a lot of steals, a lot of interceptions as bad passes have been made. Sometimes you got to look for the short pass and not the open man all the way down because there's 3 people in between that pass sometimes, and you can't do that.
You're going to need to find either a really good opening for your teammates, or if you can't find an opening, you got to make something of your own and try to get an open shot.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to make do with what you got, and Wangler's done a really good job of that tonight.
She's been moving the ball pretty nice.
Yeah, she has. She's definitely showcasing why she plays point guard on the varsity girls basketball team.
Absolutely. She's moving around. She's making sure that she gets the ball to her teammates, getting some plays done. Team's got to execute on this right now.
Her team has to come and help her out a little bit.
Yeah. Davison still with the lead, though.
Yep, same lead, 12-7. 5:03 left in the third. As Granger will take the inbound pass for Fenton. Looking for Cummings, does find her on the right wing. Looks for someone else. Intercepted by Wangler. Wangler takes it all the way down and doesn't quite get the layup there as she dribbles off, but number 20, Shigo, steals it, puts it back up for the easy layup on the other end.
We are back.
Coast to coast, puts it in, and the lead is now 3 for the Cards.
Casey couldn't find an opening right there, and it led to her getting the ball picked off.
Looks like Wangler has the ball, passes the Hall, goes for a 3, and just bounces out. Looks like still 0% from the 3 from downtown for Davison. Fenton now has the ball. Cummings has the ball, puts it up for a 2, and the game has gone really quick now. Right back and forth, and now the lead is only 1 for Davison.
They are moving on these fast breaks right now, getting some open shots, and they're moving the ball very nicely now.
The Cards need to slow down and control the tempo here, as that will help them, gain control of the entire game.
Absolutely.
Looks like Angus is going in the post. Doesn't quite get much out of it. Passes it to Hall, who passes it to Spence, who gives it to Wangler. Trying to make something happen. Does drive in, finds Raquel Spence on the left wing. Looks like a travel, though. Didn't quite get her shot off correctly, and it will count as a travel. And that's just, I hate to say it, but it's kind of a dumb foul.
It's another turnover for Davison. I mean, they're getting some open shots, but these turnovers are they're ruining them.
Looks like we'll see a replay of what just happened here. Still waiting on the replay here. And it's the steal from Shigos back a few minutes ago with a nice layup and steal from coast to coast there.
That was very good on the fast break.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like Shigos has the ball right now. Does get it popped out of her hands by a Davison player. Didn't quite see who that was.
Multiple substitutions now coming in for Davison.
Yep, Davison does sub out a few role players, puts them back in their starters. Evo with the ball for the Tigers, who passes it to Granger. Granger fakes it, passes it to Shigos. He's looking for someone, finds number 3, 4 on the very end there. Finds 4 once again. 4 is dribbling in, picks up her dribble, almost travels, who passes out to Granger on the 3. From downtown, she misses. Still keeping possession here. Evo puts it back up for a nice floater there.
And again, those offensive rebounds are what are keeping Fenton in this game.
As we see there, Wangler, with a lot of effort and hustle, tries to get those points back, but doesn't quite get it at the very other end. And Fenton will have the ball once again. Granger with the ball. Passes the rock to Evo. Evo looking for a drive here, takes a shot. Why not? Misses, and Gabriel will get the defensive rebound, and she will take it down to the other side. Gives it to Wangler, hands it right off. She's looking for someone to get themselves open here. Looks like she finds Zipporah Porritt on the left side, who goes in, and she kind of trips up at the very end there in the post as she gets that traveling call. There's 2:01 left in the third quarter. Fenton has the lead, 13-12. Not a very high-scoring game between these teams.
It's because of these turnovers and the defense that both teams are trying to put together.
And the free throw percentages don't help either.
Absolutely not. Davison hasn't converted a single free throw. This is charity strike right now. You got to make those shots.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Granger will put up the shot for Fenton there. About 6 feet out, doesn't make it. And I believe that Davison went out of bounds with it once they got the ball back, and Fenton will get the ball back once again. Cummings with the inbound pass here, who is looking, finds Carr, almost picked off by Wengler. Carr with the ball still, gives it to Brandt. He's getting pressured very well there by Porritt. Porritt on Granger with the ball. Granger passes it to Cummings, almost gets stolen there by Gabriel. Cummings tries to go for it. It's recovered there by number 5, Emma Evo. But Davison doesn't regain the ball. Wengler dribbling down. Being patient here, looking, waiting for the pick. Pick is set. She's dribbling towards the hoop. Finds Angus at the post. And it goes up for 2 and 1. So now she will get another chance at the charity stripe, and hopefully she can help out her team's percentage there.
Hopefully we can see Davison make some free throws right now to keep them in the lead.
I mean, yeah, free throws definitely keep you in the game, and if you miss all these chances, your lead kind of diminishes. Looks like referees didn't quite call the substitution in time, so they... Oh, it looks like... I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I guess there's no foul, but the points will count.
Yeah, it seems like they overturned that foul.
Yeah. Okay, well, Fenton has the ball. Granger with the ball. Dribbling to the right wing. Looks for Brandt. Finds her. Gives it back to Granger, who then finds Conroy. Conroy goes for the shot. Banks it off the glass there. And it'll be 2 points for Fenton. Wengler, with a sense of urgency, runs back down the court. Trying to look for someone. Gabriel's wide open on the wing. Too late. Wengler still has the ball. A few sloppy picks. Doesn't really get her anywhere.
She's got to find her teammates right now.
Her teammates got to play with the effort that Wengler's playing at. Looks like Gabriel's taking that. Tries to go for the layup, but doesn't quite get it up there. And Cummings will take it back for the Fenton Tigers. Looks like she'll pass it off to Carr, who gets blocked on her layup. And it's jump ball between the Cards and the Tigers.
The Tigers will get possession off of that.
Yep, that's what it's looking like.
Good job on Casey's part, though, getting back on defense, making sure to stop that easy layup.
Yeah, that was a good hustle by her. You want to stop those easy points all the time. Looks like Granger will find Conroy at the post. He does find Granger again. It looks like it's stolen by Adria Gill. And loses the ball as the time ticks down to the third quarter ending. And we will toss it to Caitlin Abdella for our sideline report.
Thanks, guys. And as the third quarter and third period winds down, it doesn't look like Coach Hitchcock's plan is working out. He wanted the girls to dictate the court and to pressure Fenton into what he wanted, but that doesn't seem to be working. The girls are behind by 2, 14-16, Fenton lead. Hopefully by the end of the game, the girls will push back and Davison will come back for the win. So I'll send it back to Austin and Grant. Back to announcing, guys.
Thank you, Caitlin. And we are back here getting ready for the fourth quarter. Still a close game. Fenton 16 with the lead, 16-14. That 2-point lead could just disappear.
It could absolutely disappear. I mean, Fenton can't take this lead very lightly. They got to make sure they keep playing on the defensive end and making sure that Davison doesn't get any open shots if they want to keep this lead.
Yeah, definitely got to get those easy points. Talking about free throws, the easy layups. I mean, those points got to be automatic, and a close situation like this, it really helps out.
Davison needs to convert on all these opportunities that they're getting.
For sure, yeah. And the three-pointer wouldn't help or wouldn't hurt them either if they made some of those.
Free throws, three-pointers, just anything that can get them the lead right now, just in this late in the game.
They need that spark.
Absolutely.
To get them started again. So Wengler will start it off here for the Cards. Dribbles it off to the left, drives to the hoop, puts up the layup, gets the hoop in the harm.
That's how you do it.
So that'll be a true and one there. And she will be going for a three-point play to put Davison in a three-point lead. Or, excuse me, a one-point lead.
And to get them some free throw percentage.
Yeah, that too. Oh, still no luck there for the Cards as Cummings takes the ball back for Fenton off the missed free throw. Passes it to Granger. Granger with the ball, passes it to Conroy. Gives the rock to Cummings at the post. Post fighting. 3 players there, 3 card players. Good defense there by Davison. Wangler will take the ball back and will reset on the Davison side. Looks like Carr will set a pick, but Wangler goes the opposite way. Does find Gabriel on the left wing. Doesn't quite make her 3. But Carr gets a nice rebound, offensive rebound, and puts it right back up. Those were points you have to get, and she executed.
She got the offensive rebound, didn't let anybody else get in her way, and she put that back up there.
It looks like we're seeing a replay of that in a second here. For the time being, Conroy will have the ball. Puts up the shot and just nicks it off the rim there. Angus will pass it to Wangler, and they'll reset on the other side. Wangler dribbling. Goes the opposite way of the pick again. Angus with the ball. Passes it to Gill. Who passes it to Angus once again. Angus swinging it around. Gives it off to Gabriel. Gabriel kind of faking out her man there. Puts it up, misses, but Angus is right there. She's kind of been shining through for Davison tonight.
With those offensive rebounds, she's really helping this team.
She's putting them right back up, and she's contributed tonight for sure.
Absolutely.
So the ball is currently with Emma Brandt. Goes up for the 2, just off the rim. Angus with the deep rebound. She's been crazy on the boards tonight.
She's been playing good defense, playing good offense, getting the boards.
For sure. Wangler gets it, hands it off to Gabriel there. Gives it back to Wangler once again. Wangler slowing her team down a little bit, knowing they got the lead. They could start to take the edge off just a tad. And I believe that was out of bounds on the Tigers. We will go back to the replay of that nice effort there by Angus.
You got to make sure you get those offensive rebounds.
Carr. They're similar in the height and structure and everything. It's kind of hard to tell them apart. But anyways, Wangler will put up a huge floater. That was great looking, and that'll be another 2 points for Davison as they're on a roll.
Fenton's defense is starting to fall apart for them right now.
Yeah, just a little bit. Granger will have the ball. Passes it to Carr on the right wing. Passes it back. She goes with the ball. Passes the rock to Granger. Granger with a nice no-look pass to Carr. Gives it to Brandt, and she sinks it in. That was Evo, excuse me. Rolls around a few times and finally decides to go in. 22-18 score. 5:02 left in the fourth quarter. Wangler with the ball finds Carr, who loses it. Granger picks up the loose ball for them. He then gives it to 4, and she puts it up for a nice layup. Great execution there from Fenton, and that's what they needed.
They needed this right now, and Davis is going to need to play more defense right now. They can't let up on this lead right now.
Yep, Davison with 22 points, Fenton with 20. 4:35 left in the fourth. Gabriel with the ball, who makes a huge pass to Angus, but a Fenton player intercepted it, touched it, and Angus was smart about that, let it go out. So it will continue to be Davison ball here. Looks like a full timeout was called by Davison. So they will get some time to talk about what they need to do to continue this drive and really just amp this lead up that they need so desperately.
They need a lot of stuff right now. Their three-point shot has not been on right now, and they haven't been able to get any free throw shots. These little things are going to make sure they stay in this lead, and if they can't convert on them, they could lose this.
Yeah, the little things just stack up and up and up until, right now it's affecting them pretty bad. If they made all these, I'm sure they'd have a 10-point lead perhaps. But, they definitely need to execute on those plays.
And if Fenton wants to make sure they get this lead, they got to make sure they convert on defense and make some good offensive plays.
Yeah, they need to go back to what they were doing in the first half and really just execute on their defense and shut Davison down. But Davison's doing a good job of kind of counteracting that and just scoring.
This is a back-and-forth war, and I'm loving every single second of this game right now.
Me too. It's definitely shaping up to be a good one here. As the timeout ends, 4:30 will be left in the fourth quarter. Still in any team's favor. Could go either way. Davison only has 2 timeouts left. Fenton has 4. Looks like Carr will take the inbound pass. We'll give it to Wangler. Wangler trying to dribble in. Does find Gabriel on the left side. Wangler is double teamed. Looks like it was a push from Fenton. From number 3, Chloe 4. And Davison will keep their ball.
And again, we can see how that double coverage can hurt you.
Yeah. Gives the ball right back to Davison. Wangler has the ball. Dribbling in. Passes it to Hall on the right wing, who finds Angus in the post. Looks like there was a foul on Carly Granger for Fenton. So this will be a chance to finally increase that percentage in the free throw. Line.
That was a great inside pass to get them the opportunity, and good job to get the foul on.
Yeah, stop those easy points, knowing that they're struggling from the free throw line. Looks like the first will miss and bonk off the glass.
Substitution coming in for Fenton. We got Carnduff coming in.
If I was Coach Hitchcock, I'd definitely work on free throws at the next practice.
And 3-pointers.
Yeah, and 3-pointers. Looks like Ingles will put up her second and misses that as well. So still 0% from free throw range. As Fenton will get the ball back. Granger has it, finds Carr on the left wing. Leaves Shigos wide open, who does find Granger wide open from the 3, and that'll be a 3 for the Tigers. They haven't been too terrible from downtown. I think it's their 3rd or 4th.
They've been very conservative on whether or not they go out to the 3-point line, and they've converted it when they needed to.
Yes, that's true. They give it to Hall for a 3-pointer. Doesn't quite make it. Angus did recover it in the post, and looks like it was a foul on Fenton. So Davison will get a chance here to run their inbound pass play, and see what they can get out of this. Looks like they'll go to Wangler. Wangler goes in for the layup. Doesn't quite get it. Carr was fighting for it and got the foul. So now she will try to improve the percentage from the charity line and, help out her team.
She's getting those offensive boards, and those help every little time she does it.
Yep, they're currently down 23-22, 3:37 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, still nothing for Davison.
I need to see them make those free throws. This is exactly what they need right now.
Yeah, these are the points that matter here. This would tie the game. And it is made, so finally.
We got one.
Carr finally takes it and makes it. So Fenton will have the ball now. She goes with it. Passes it to Carr. Carr dribbling in. No look pass to Shigos. Shigos with the ball still. Trying to get around her man. Does hand it off to 4 there, but she misses off the backboard. Granger to Carr. Carr takes it and overshoots that a little bit. Wangler's fighting for it on the ground here alongside a few Fenton players. Counted as a jump ball, so Fenton will keep the possession here. 3:07 left in the 4th quarter. Score is even at 23.
Davis is still playing some good defense right now.
Yeah, that is true. Need to keep it up. Into Shigos. Shigos to 4, who gives it to Carr, who gives it back to Shigos. Up for the 2, doesn't quite make it. Pass to Wangler. Wangler takes it down, knowing that Fenton's 1 short right now. Puts it to Angus, who gets it up for the 2. That's just what they needed. That's a 2-point lead for them now, 25-23. 2:45 left in the 4th quarter.
They saw they were 1 man short, and they took it.
Yep. Big pass coming from Granger to 4, but didn't quite make it as Wangler takes it back down for the Cards. She needs to take her time here and get a right play executed. Gives it to Gabriel, who's open from 3. Takes it, makes it. So that'll increase their lead to 5, and that's just what they need here with 2:21 left in the 4th quarter.
Finally converted those 3-pointers and those free throws.
They're essential to their victory here. It looks like there's a foul on Davison on number 20, Andrea Gill.
The Lady Cards are finally converting on the things that they absolutely need. They got their free throw shooting, and now they're getting their 3-pointers right now.
Looks like a full timeout. It's called by Fenton. And we will kind of wondering what the huddles are sounding like right now.
Right now, I think Fenton's realizing that Davison is getting into this right now. They're getting their three-pointers now, starting to get three-pointers, and they're getting their charity stripe work. They're trying their hardest to get into this, and they're doing a dang good job.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, that helped their percentage finally increase from the three-point range, and the one free throw that they made doesn't hurt either.
You don't want a 0 free throw percentage.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So just one free throw, one three-pointer, still going to help them either way.
Yep, and then a nice putback up from Angus gives them a 5-point lead.
Those offensive rebounds help every single time.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
they definitely don't hurt.
Yeah, Fenton needs to stop her from doing that because, every time she gets those offensive rebounds, she's got a chance to put it back up. And
she usually converts.
She usually gets it almost every time.
Yeah. So there will be 1 timeout left for Davison, 3 left for Fenton. Kind of looking at the fouls here. Fenton's kind of racking them up here. They have 7 fouls as opposed to Davison's 3.
Yeah.
And, that might be part of it, but they know that Davison really isn't making their free throws, so it doesn't hurt them too much.
Still starting to convert them, though. You don't want to give away too many easy ones.
Yeah, you don't want to let them start getting on a roll from the charity stripe. Looks like Fenton will take their first shots from the charity stripe in a while. That'll be Carr.
She misses the first one.
.2:14 left in the fourth quarter. She misses the second, too, so that's good for Davison. Just what they needed. Fenton does get the ball back, though. Carr's wide open. Does get the ball. Oh, it's stolen by Wangler. Great steal. Goes for the layup.
Gone.
Makes it look easy.
That is exactly.
That's another 2 for Wangler there.
She's running the team perfectly, getting those defensive plays right there.
Really stepping up in this game for sure.
Absolutely.
So Granger has the ball, goes to Shigos. Finds Cummings. Cummings with it still. Goes in. Gets a nice layup off the glass.
She had a hand in her face and she converted it.
She answers right back with that. So Cards will have it back here. Wangler with the ball. Almost loses her dribble there. Still has it. Good defense by Granger, but too much touch in there. And she will go to the line for 2 from a foul on Carly Granger.
This game is still very close right now. Fenton's got to stay in this if they want to win this thing.
Yeah, they still have a chance for sure. Both teams still can win this one. And that is a key free throw. Increase their free throw percentage and put them up by 1 more point.
They needed that. They
need this one too. Hopefully Casey Wangler can step up here. Show us how it's done, and she does. Makes both of them. So that'll increase their lead to 7, 32-25. Davison winning. 1:22 left in the fourth. This is crunch time, ladies and gentlemen.
She went all the way. No one could have stopped her.
Yeah, Fenton answers right back there. Carr inbounds it to intended target was Angus, but it was almost stolen by Cummings there, but Wangler recovers it. Nice recovery. Wangler still with the ball on the wing. And Coach Hitchcock from Davison calls a timeout. So that's their last timeout, and I'm assuming they're just saying, okay, now we need to play defense. We need to stop these easy 2s that we're given.
You got to make sure they stop them because Fenton's getting worried right now. They got to start making quick plays right now. So if they can keep their defensive plays going right now, making sure they can't convert on the other end, then they're gonna have this thing.
I completely agree. I'm assuming the Fenton girls are probably just talking about score.
Yeah, they got to make sure they keep the defense still going strong right now because you don't want to give up any easy plays from the offense.
Yeah, for sure. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter.
This is definitely, if Davison can finish this off, this is definitely a win that they're going to need to bring the record up.
I mean, yeah, this is a key win. This will increase morale. I mean, it'll do lots of wonders here in a struggling season from Coach Hitchcock. I believe it is his first season here for the girls.
He's still keeping it together. The girls are still working very well together. They're getting along very well, and they're keeping this thing alive.
Looks like Carl will take the inbound pass. Wangler's double teamed right now, so she's shut out. And it looks like Gabriel tried to grab the pass from Carr, but it tipped out of her hands and went out of bounds. So Finn will get the ball back. Granger into Carr. Carr starts driving down the middle. Going fast. Hustling. Looks like a foul on Haley Gabriel. Not what they need right now. If anyone needs a foul, it's Fenton, not Davison.
Definitely not. You don't want to give up easy fouls.
Looks like Granger tries to pass it into 5, Evo, but Card makes a nice interception there, grabs the ball. And it looks like a intentional foul comes out from Fenton. And it will be 2 free throws for Haley Gabriel.
You got to convert these free throws right now because you want to extend that lead to make sure it's almost impossible for the opposing team to get back into it.
This will definitely make it that much harder for Fenton to come back from. Dead silence here for that first free throw.
Yeah, I could have heard a pin drop.
She does make it though.
Always good to have the free throw percentage raised near the end of the game, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, below 50% is not ideal, but it's definitely better than 0.
Absolutely.
She will go for her second here. Still dead silence. She does miss it, but her team is up by 6. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cummings comes down with it, kind of sloppy with the dribble, almost loses it, but she recovers it. 5 shoots it and misses. And it looks like I couldn't quite see who did that. I think it was Cummings that put it back up for 2 and got the foul as well. So she will go for a 3rd point here, and this would put Fenton right back in it.
Yeah, they'd be in a 1-possession game possibly if they can.
All they need is a 3-pointer, and they'd be tied back up, and this game would be close once again. And she does make it, so now it's crunch time here for Davison to keep the ball under control and not let them get another point here.
Davison's got to stay focused right now.
Gabriel with the ball. Picks up her dribble. Can't find anyone. Does find Gill. Gill dribbling. Doesn't see the man behind her. And it looks like a foul comes out from Fenton. And this will be 2 shots for Gill. Boy, I'm nervous.
This is very... wow, this is very close. Very, very close.
Ooh, just bounces out for Gill. She misses her first.
You gotta make
Angus comes in for Katie Hall.
You gotta make these ones.
Davison's big guys have been doing really well tonight, don't you think?
Oh yeah, their centers, the power forwards, they've been really converting on what they need to do and get those rebounds.
Yeah, Angus and Carr, both sophomores, have been just dishing it out in the post and putting up huge points for Davison, as well as Wangler too. She's been stepping up as well.
Wangler's been putting everything on the offensive side and on the defensive side.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the defense is coming out obviously on both sides too, especially rebounds too.
Oh, rebounds have meant everything to these guys right now, especially for Davison.
Yeah, rebounds are so important. They can just shift the game from one way to another so quickly.
Yeah.
So that was a Fenton timeout.
It was a full timeout.
Yeah, full Fenton timeout, I believe.
Yeah, so right now Fenton's like, we need to get back into this. We need to make sure that we can convert on the offensive end, so that way when we convert the intentional foul, that this doesn't happen, that they don't get the lead extended.
Well, they have 25 seconds left. They could go for the easy 2 and try and foul, or they could go for the 3 and tie it up. It just depends on what their coach is saying right now.
It also depends on
go either way.
It also depends if Davison can make this free throw right now.
Yeah, that too. Gill will be trying to make her second of 2 here.
She missed the first one, so this one means all that much more.
And then Fenton will have to hustle as soon as this happens, whether it's in or out.
And if she misses, then Casey's got to make sure that she gets her team back on defense.
Yep, Gabriel and Wangler are both back already, getting ready for defense here. When Gill misses, so... Oh, looks like a foul on Gill.
No.
Oh, it was a travel. A travel on Fenton.
Huge call by the referee right there. That meant the world.
Oh. And that's huge.
That's giving Davison their open chance right now.
It looked like a foul on Gill, but she just traveled. She walked with the ball, I guess. I definitely saw it. So Gabriel will pass it into Wangler. Wangler with the ball.
And the intentional foul right there.
The intentional foul comes out. So now these free throws are key.
Yeah. This is the definition of nail biter right now, because this is as close of a game as I've ever seen. it is silent here. And
yeah, there's no student section. I think the student section is out cheering on the boys tonight over at Fenton.
Yeah.
Which is sad because
We got
the girls
family-
are doing awesome tonight.
Yeah,
I wish
they're-
they were here.
Yeah, I mean, family and friends are out here right now witnessing an incredible game right now.
Yeah, for sure. This will be definitely one that's celebrated at home.
And I'm sure that the boys are doing an incredible job also down at Fenton, and the student section is supporting them.
Yeah, for sure. First shot for Wengler, off the rim. So it's still a 1 point. I mean, a 1 point could still change this for Fenton. They could still make that three and tie it all up.
Or they could bring them in within one.
Oh, and Wengler misses again, so this is game time for
This is a
for
huge
Fenton here.
moment.
Need to shoot a three and make it. Or they can go for the two. Oh, does find number 5 on the left wing, misses. And ooh,
It is a
look at the
travel
travel
call.
on Davison. That's just what Fenton needed, and now they take a timeout and need to talk things over before this inbound pass happens.
This is a huge moment for Fenton and for Davison right now. Davison needs to make sure they don't let anything go wrong right now, because if they let a two-pointer go, it's going to be a really close game, and if they miss a free throw, then it's possible Fenton could take this game and win it.
Yeah, I mean,
And if they go for the three-pointer, we're tied, and we could go into overtime.
yeah, I'm sure Fenton's just talking about scoring, and you know,
This one
cards
play,
are the opposite.
This one play is the biggest thing that Fenton has right now, and
Yep.
Davison needs to make sure they stop them right now, or otherwise it could go horribly wrong here.
For sure. Well, yeah, now that you mention it, it is pretty quiet in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, no music, no cheering right now. It is like just
Except for the buzzer.
That always breaks the silence.
Yeah.
You can always expect that, but it is like serious as it could be right now for both teams right now. Family and friends right now watching on the sidelines right now, and they're seeing right now an incredible game. And
That's too bad. This was a game to cheer on, folks.
this is a game, exactly. This is a huge game right now, and it is a very impressive game from both sides.
So Fenton will be looking for this three-pointer. They need it desperately to stay in this game. 9.8 seconds left on the clock. 33-30 in Davison's favor. Carr has the ball. Clock's ticking down. 5 seconds left. Evo takes a shot, misses, and Wengler will have it with 1 second left. The intentional foul is taken.
Seems like that was the moment right there. I think Davison has just taken it away, and they've won this thing.
And if the free throw is sunk here, it's pretty much game over. You can't really make 4 points or 5 even if you need to come back. But yeah,
They got 1 second on the clock right now. Make one free throw, just one, and this game's over.
Yep.
Otherwise, Fenton still has a possibility of getting back in this. We got every single Davison player except for Casey, who's taking the free throw, on the defense, ready for a possibility of the second one being missed and them coming back and trying to take a return.
Yep. She does make the first and
That's going to do it.
lock it up and throw the key. This one is just about over.
The fat lady has begun singing.
Oh, she does miss the second, so she puts up a shot.
And that
Not
is
really
it.
close. So great win coming out from the Cards here tonight. This is just what they needed.
Brought their record to 3-8.
Oh man, it's gotta feel good for the Cards going into tomorrow
gotta
and going
feel-
into practice,
gotta
knowing
feel
they have
good
a win
for-
on their shoulders.
Got to feel good for head coach Sherlock.
Yep, and we will be
Hitchcock, sorry.
Yeah, for Coach Hitchcock. So we'll be going to a post-game interview in just a second here with Caitlin Abdella.
Yeah, huge win again for Davison, though. They needed this one.
Yeah, great game out of pretty much everyone here from Davison's side. Looks like they're discussing who wants to take the interview. And here is Caitlin Abdella with Alexis Angus, who had a huge game tonight from down low,
Just getting many
coming off
rebounds.
the bench as well. So take it away, Caitlin.
Hi, I'm here with Alexis Angus after they just won against Fenton. How does it feel to be winning right now?
It feels awesome. You know, we've had a few losses, and it's nice to just have a comeback.
How did your coach prepare you for this game mentally and physically?
He just encouraged us and worked us hard in practice so that we were really ready for this team.
Do you think you pushed and shoved that Fenton? I know it was a really close game. How do you think? Do you think you deserve to win? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we deserved it. We worked hard and we worked our butts off. So I think we had it in the bag there.
I'll send it back to Grant and Austin.
And that is going to do it for us here. Davison with a huge win over the Fenton Tigers, 34-30. So stick with us right now. We will have our post-game show back in the studio. Stay tuned.
Fever, chills, upset stomach, body aches. 1 in 5 Americans will get influenza this year. It spreads easy, fast, and relentlessly. Only you can stop this cycle. If you have this sickness, please stay at home. Don't think that you won't spread it, because you will. The flu can be passed through coughing, sneezing, and contaminated surfaces. So washing your hands or using a hand sanitizer regularly can help reduce your risk. Stopping the flu is up to you.
I remember it so clearly.
Take the ball. Take the ball.
I hated losing
Box
more
him
than
out.
anything.
Don't let him get by. Box him out.
Every loss put me one step closer to going over the edge. And sometimes it almost did. But something else matters more than winning.
Good game, man. Thanks.
Sportsmanship.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the DTV studio. I'm Trace Clinton alongside my partner in crime, Grant Pullman's here. Let's talk some basketball. The girls took the court to face off against the Tigers from the Metro League, and it was a slow start for both teams, but both squads have been solid defensively. It took half the quarter for the first bucket alone, and here it is. Fenton finally puts up a basket after so long waiting. Carly Granger bounces the ball to Emma Evo, who breaks the ice for the night, putting Fenton up 2-0. Davison answers back immediately. Casey Wangler drives at the right side and puts one up for Davison. And next, Emma Evo tosses to her partner, Carly Granger, who sinks another one for Fenton. It's back and forth for a while. At the end of the first, the score is still hovering just above 0 with 4-4 on the board. Later on in the third, Fenton puts up 3 straight buckets to take the lead with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. One of these here, Madison Shigos nabs it from the Cards and takes it from coast to coast and puts up a basket for the Tigers. Emma Evo again gets a pass kicked out to her and nails a jumper, giving Fenton a lead of 13-12. Later in the fourth, Carly Granger sinks a long 3, giving Fenton another lead of 1 with very little time remaining. Davison makes their final push, and Haley Gabriel hits a 3 herself, giving Davison a lead of 28-23 with 2 minutes left in the night.
Yep, great game for the girls for sure. Up next for the girls after tonight is this Friday at Flint Northwestern. The ladies played Northwestern back in December and put up 60 points to Flint's 39, earning one of their only 2 victories of the season so far. Next Tuesday is Flint Southwestern. The Wednesday after, they'll take on Lapeer. And later on, February 6th, the girls will face off against Powers Catholic here at home. The guys are away at Fenton now taking on the Tigers, but their sights are set on this Friday for sure. A chance for redemption from Flint Northwestern, and then Northwestern is coming up fast. And the winner of that match may very well be the next conference champion. Next is Flint Southwestern on Tuesday, Lapeer the following Wednesday, and Powers Catholic on February 6th here at home.
You may have noticed that both the guys and girls take on Flint Powers Catholic here at home on the same night. On February 6th, starting just before the girls' game at 6, DTV will air its ESPN-style doubleheader special, featuring a pregame show, play-by-play highlights, player interviews, and a postgame show. It's a great chance to catch the most Davison basketball action in one place, so be sure to tune in to DTV channel 191 to check it out. Again, that's February 6th at 6 on channel 191.
Well, Trace, that was an awesome game tonight. Big showing from pretty much every Cardinal.
Yeah, it was awesome. The Cards made that final push at the end. Great to see. Ladies got their 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a big morale booster for them, too.
All right, Davison, well, thanks for joining us. I'm Trace Clinton here alongside Grant Pullman's here. Have a nice night.